Antonio Brown will go the distance.
We always ask guys when we recruit, does this guy love football or does he need football? There's a lot of people that love football. He needed football.
You know, what motivates me is getting up every day and being my best self. I got to continue that chip on my shoulder. I think in the world we live in, everyone wants to celebrate your faults. They want to maximize your failures. And I think we need to celebrate people winning.
You know how to spell Antonio Brown? 8-4. 8 times 4 equals 32. The 32 teams that passed on him repeatedly. Where is he from? A place where every party he went to ended in a shootout. A place where the median household income is $19,000 per year. A place where one avenue has been dubbed the Street of Death, the Liberty City neighborhood of Miami, Florida. AB was brought into this world when his parents were 18 years old, almost the same age when Antonio was homeless. Antonio fended for himself after his mother remarried and put him out of the house at age 16, often staying with friends.
So were you just bouncing from house to house?
Bouncing to house, man. You know, it's hard being a kid from Miami where families got so many kids and so many situations. But wherever I could comfortably lay my head and it was great, that's where I laid it. I remember going to a hotel and paying like 20 bucks to stay for 2 hours. The hotel people come banging on the door because it was only a 2-hour limit. And I remember getting up that day with just the attitude of, man, I don't really want this for myself. You know what I mean? It was a bad feeling.
His father, like Antonio, a fellow wide receiver, recognized as the greatest Arena Football League player at the time of his retirement, holding records for receiving touchdowns, receptions, and receiving yards. Through the glamour on the field, it didn't translate off of it. In 2011, Antonio said he didn't really talk to his father. Those frustrations were on full display in high school. He got away with murder, one teacher remembered. He was all over the place, said another. The characteristics of a perfect relationship for the football field. Antonio played quarterback, performing brilliantly. So much so, a future NFL quarterback named Geno Smith chose not to enroll at Norland. College would provide more hurdles. He originally committed to Florida State, but was ruled academically ineligible. From there, he chose Alcorn State. However, upon arrival, they informed him he was ruled academically ineligible. Knowing education was the highest priority, Brown took a 19-hour Greyhound ride to North Carolina Prep, where he played for 1 year and got his grades up. Seeking the next opportunity, AB accepted a scholarship at Florida International, then this happened. Antonio was walking on campus with a friend who got into a dispute with another student. When security arrived, another argument broke out, this time including Brown, who panicked and fled. When FIU found out the school rescinded his scholarship, Brown was devastated. They said, "We're gonna say you were never here." Enter Zach Azzani, former recruiter at Bowling Green for Urban Meyer, who kept in touch with Antonio. "Wherever you go," Brown would tell him, "you gotta take me." Everything happens for a reason, right? Timing is everything, right? Azzani brought Brown, a raw 160-pound football player who didn't own a single piece of winter clothing, to Central Michigan, because as one coach told him, he doesn't need to stay in Florida. He'll get in trouble. Brown began playing wide receiver at Central Michigan. This takes years for players to develop their skills at one of the hardest positions in football. Brown did it in 3 years. Freshman of the Year, 2-time All-American selection, 2-time MAC Special Teams Player of the Year, and the university's all-time leader in reception. Still, he was pushed to the side. His scouting report read very thin, lacks strength, will struggle to create separation, raw route runner, a prima donna attitude. He slipped to the 6th round and nearly became a Buffalo Bill.
The Buffalo Bills called my brother phone. "Hey, this Buffalo." I literally grabbed the phone, and then once I did like this, I looked down, there was a 412 number. And then I picked up that one.
2010 NFL Draft, round 6, pick number 195. Antonio Brown's number was called. Brown was 5th on the depth chart his rookie year in Pittsburgh, posting 16 receptions, to becoming the recent cover athlete for Madden 19. Antonio says that he's good on terms with both of his parents and that he's forgiven his father. If you are watching this and are down and out, remember, anything is possible. Antonio Brown has proved just that. You know what's my favorite song? You could ring my bell. So do it, why don't you? Ring the damn bell and download the TYT app. Available on Android and iOS.